Successful weight loss transformations are really interesting because they're not just usually caused by one massive change. Typically, like obviously some habits are going to be weighed more than others. For example, 80% of your body composition is determined by what you eat. But it's generally a multifaceted approach that gets someone over the hump. And I'm a perfect example of that. I've built upon my knowledge over the last 13 years or so, basically when I first started paying attention to what I was eating. And what I've taken away from the last 13 years from coaching hundreds of people at the gym and all my students inside the Fat Loss Accelerator program is that there are 10 things. I mean, there are other smaller things here and there, but there are 10 major things that have made the biggest difference for me and really moved the needle in my own health and weight loss journey. So today, I'm gonna be sharing all those 10 things with you so you can implement them if you want to, and maybe, just maybe, it'll change your life as well. Before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video every week. So let's dive into the first healthy habit that really got the ball rolling for me in terms of me actually moving towards weight loss instead of weight gain. And it's so simple, but so effective that you can start implementing it today. Healthy habit number 1 is I changed my environment. I'm the type of person, and comment below if you're the same way. If there's junk food in the house, I'll eat it. And my biggest caloric kryptonites are sweets. I have a sweet tooth. So what did I do? It's simple. I stopped stocking junk food in my house because I firmly believe that your environment determines your success when it comes to achieving a successful weight loss transformation. And it starts with what's in your fridge and pantry because human beings are not wired for self-control. That's kind of been proven time and time again. Like if you have chips, pasta, cookies, pop, candy, chocolate, granola bars, and protein bars always available to you, guess what you're gonna eat? And I got this quote from Stephen Gundry, author of a few books. He's good. You should check him out. But he said that what you stop eating has far more impact to your health than what you start eating. For example, if you're someone who drinks Coke or even Diet Coke and you always have it in your house, you drink like 5 of these things every day, then all of a sudden you stop buying it and you just start drinking water instead, how do you think that's gonna affect your health? Your life will change. Number 2, I started stocking my fridge with better foods. This is part of changing your environment in that once you do a purge of your fridge and pantry from all the junk that's in your house, you have to replace it with something else. Otherwise, you will have no food. You're gonna end up eating out, and the chances of you ordering something healthy is 50-50 at best. Because there's so many temptations when you eat out. You need to control the controllables. And if you have kids, this is the perfect time for you to set an example and save them from years of misery when it comes to weight loss, and it starts by giving them real food instead of junk food. You need to set the tone and lead by example on this. Another habit that changed my life when it comes to my environment is that I started stocking healthy frozen meals ready to be microwaved. Here's the thing, life happens. Sometimes you run out of food, you forget to buy groceries or whatever. Having healthy frozen meals as a backup plan is a game changer because again, it saves you from making bad decisions. Listen, there are many things that you have no control over in life, but one of the things that you have complete autonomy is what goes in your fridge, what gets stocked in your house. Use that to your advantage. Put yourself in the best position to succeed by taking control of your environment. So this is your foundation, and then we're building on it. We take out the junk, we replace it with the good stuff. And number 3, let's dive into the healthy habit that really changed my life. I started intermittent fasting. And I talk a lot about intermittent fasting on my channel, so this isn't about me trying to convince you that it's good for you. It is. It's literally one of the best things that you can do for your body. But when I first heard about it, it sounded insane. I was like a lot of people. The thought of skipping a meal or skipping breakfast sounded just crazy. But I did it anyway because eating 6 meals a day and just cutting calories wasn't working. I always felt tired, I had no energy, I felt like crap. So why not go the opposite way on it? And my diet still wasn't perfect when I started fasting, but it really just shows the power of it. And all I did was a 16-hour fast. I just skipped breakfast, and after just 8 weeks, I had a completely different looking body, and it changed my life. And I've been able to maintain my results ever since. In fact, I'm in the best shape of my life. I mean, here's the little 10-year transformation if you don't believe me. I like the guy on the right a lot better. Number 4, I started scheduling cheat meals. When we're trying to lose weight, a lot of people tend to have this all or nothing attitude. How many times have you heard people say, I am never eating dessert again? Yeah, good luck with that. And this is basic human physiology. The more you tell someone that they can't have something, the more they want it. And however long you can hold off on your favorite treat is really just built on how much willpower you have. There's really only one problem with that. Your willpower runs out. And then it leads to binge eating, which is a big problem for a lot of people. So why not go the other way? You can have it, just not all the time. A simple trick that I do, and this is what I tell myself, is that if I skip breakfast all week, it's like putting tiny deposits in a little piggy bank. And then once a week, you make a withdrawal in the form of a cheat meal. I mean, who doesn't want a way to have a cheat meal guilt-free? This is how. Number 5. I started incorporating daily walks. I gotta admit, this is just a recent habit that I started incorporating into my routine, and it's really had a huge effect when it comes to managing my stress levels. And I didn't even know how stressed I was until I started going for walks and noticed how much more calm I was. And the benefits of walking gets magnified if you have access to like a park, a trail, a body of water, or somewhere in nature, because it's been proven to help lower anxiety, stress, and depression. It's also just really nice to have some time to yourself and think. This is also when I listen to audiobooks, and it's really something that I personally look forward to now. And I aim to get 10,000 steps every day. But before I started incorporating daily walks, I am what you would call an active couch potato. So I do CrossFit, so I go to my, group class 3, 4, 5 times a week. And then that was it. After that, I would avoid anything and everything that has to do with any sort of physical activity. Like, my friends used to always make fun of me because I would drive to the coffee shop that was 2 blocks away from my house. That's how bad I was. And I used to describe myself as the laziest fit person you'll ever meet. Thankfully, I'm not that person anymore. Walking has become sort of this therapeutic thing in my daily routine. Also, walking gets you bonus points when it comes to achieving your weight loss goals, because walking is a very effective way when it comes to upregulating your fat burning mechanism. Number 6. I stopped taking supplements. I'm probably gonna kill a lot of potential sponsors here, but if your goal is to just be healthy, you wanna be lean, you wanna have a 6-pack, or you just wanna lose some belly fat and have a tight and toned body, you can achieve all those things without ever taking in supplements. And it's kind of in the name itself. It's meant to supplement your diet. If your diet is complete trash and you think that taking protein powders and BCAAs will somehow fix things for you, you might as well light your money on fire. And this is a complete 180 for me. Like, I used to be one of those nerds that would go to GNC every day and look at BCAAs and pre-workouts and protein powders and protein cookies and protein bars. And I would buy all of them because they do a really good job of marketing this stuff to you. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Do you know what contains all the amino acids and protein that your body needs in order to build muscle? I don't know, some green leafy vegetables, a few eggs, and a few ounces of animal protein, like real food. It's also way more satiating than a scoop of protein powder. Number 7, I started prioritizing sleep. I think a lot of people deep inside knows that sleep is important, but it's kind of just something that gets brushed aside. And it's also the first thing that gets sacrificed when we're short on time. Or sometimes it just completely goes out the window if you're somebody who loves to live it up on the weekend. For me, I was a national level weightlifter for 3 years. And even if I was up really late because I used to bartend, I would still force myself to wake up early to train, and my body felt broken the entire time. It really wasn't until I started to prioritize my sleep that I started to feel better. I mean, if you think about the essence of working out, you need to have a rest day or 2, because that's actually when your body rebuilds your muscle fibers. I mean, that's what sleep is for. Your body rests so it can repair itself. And I have literally never met anyone who complained about getting a good night's sleep. Number 8, I turned off all social media notifications. There's a study out there where every time you get a notification on your phone from social media, you get a spike in cortisol, which is your stress hormone. And if you have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, or whatever's hip right now, that can get overwhelming real fast, especially the amount of times that we check our phones every day. It's something like 300 times each day. We're addicted to it. And I really felt the power of taking myself out of the constant social media stimulation when I deactivated all my social media accounts for almost 2 months. I was going through some personal stuff and I just wanted peace of mind. And it felt like a drug, and I was going through withdrawals. I really started to realize how much I was checking my phone just out of habit. So when I did it, it freed up so much time in my hands, and I ended up writing a book because of it. Listen, I'm not saying that you should delete your social media accounts. I mean, you can try it. But you need to take back some of that control by just turning off your notifications. Like, do you really need to know that your ex watches your story? So turn off your social media notifications and only check your phone at designated times. Number 9, I started practicing mindfulness and gratitude. There are many things in life that I wish I would have started sooner, but practicing mindfulness and gratitude is near the top of that list. Why? Because it's one of the best things that you can do for your mental health. And I'm really happy that mental health has gotten a lot more awareness these days, because it's real. A lot of people are dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, depression. And these people are fighting a tough battle that we can't see because it's just going on in their heads. And practicing mindfulness and gratitude is one of the best ways to take care of your mental health. And it's so simple. Like for me, I use a guided meditation app called Headspace. And all you do is you just focus on your breathing, be in the moment, and you can do it for 3, 5, or 10 minutes. That's it. Because we don't do a good enough job of just taking the time to be with our thoughts. And how could a few minutes each day just focusing on your breathing be such a bad thing? Number 10, be nice to yourself. This goes hand in hand with practicing mindfulness in that you need to have a good relationship with yourself if you want any sort of success in life. You need to start liking yourself first. Unfortunately, most people don't. Like, we can be so mean to ourselves, especially the way we talk to ourselves sometimes. Think about a baby trying to walk. When they're just learning how to walk, they fall all the time. They're not very good at it. But you wouldn't say, "You're so stupid," to a baby, would you? But how often do you hear someone say that to themselves? We always say, "I'm so stupid. Why am I so bad at this? I suck." Like, why is it okay to talk to ourselves like that? It doesn't really help. Remember, you change best when you feel good, not when you feel bad. And one of the best and fastest ways to feel good is number 1, practicing mindfulness, and number 2, starting a gratitude list every day. And you can do this however you want. I personally like using a journal. I like putting thoughts to paper. And what I do is I write 5 things I love about myself every day. First thing in the morning, after meditating. Then I read it and I feel it. I internalize it. And you can't help but feel good about yourself when you do this. Guys, I really hope you got a lot of value from this video, and I really want to know which habit stood out to you the most and which one are you excited to start implementing in your life. I really want to know, so let me know in the comments below. The next question then becomes, how are you actually supposed to eat if you want to lose weight? Because here's the thing, 80% of your body composition is determined by your diet. You can't just freestyle this part. Do you have a proven plan that you can follow? To help you with that, I want to give you a free copy of my Lean Body Blueprint. This is how I melted all the fat around my stomach without depriving myself of my favorite foods or wasting hours at the gym. It's a simple 4-step process specifically designed for busy professionals, and it's the exact same blueprint that I teach to all my private coaching clients, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. If you want to be the next success story, then download your free copy of the Lean Body Blueprint right now. There's going to be a link somewhere at the top here or in the description box. Just click on it, type in your email, and I'll send it to you right away. All right, that's all I've got. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a new video every week. And hey, leave a comment below if you have any questions about this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. First, a high five.